changed my story? Who has given me a song? Turn my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you. Could not have sailed through without you. Your loving kindness, grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my grace is centered on your grace. I could not have made it without you. Hey, could not have sailed through without you. By your loving kindness and grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my faith is all centered on your grace. Of my faith is centered on your grace. You have been my doctor on that sick bed. By your stripes I am healed, I am free. So the essence of my faith is because of your grace. On your grace, I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you, my soldier on that battlefield. So
hello. Ebusiafo, omaya de hye, ye chiacha mo wie. Enne eye June bosome, eda etoso aduonu nsia. Yennfa Adwene dwumadie, ena ye hya asie. Enne de me sign me ma ba wa no ya san hie mu ewo fidua yi mu eya manigi mofra ne ma ho ye pa san setem bia no owo ye nkrofo a se wutimi de bibia wo bia de boa edomo mo mutimi de nyini a nyame ya adomo a eboa wo mo so be ye nipa papa atitiru ewo oman ne community nim entire na time bia no manigi me fe se meye amaye manu ketwa no so etumi enya ne papa yeso ye woni bi enti awie se wo hwe yen a se wo fie se wo dem se wo adwumam se wo to ka mu se wo party ase se wo bwa ho akwa yiye minim se ne de ye community mu activities ne do so pa nya wo ye bia bi mpa na wo drive obetimi de ato 103.9 na wanya aso amaye ni ye mai koma ye betwin wo so what me are part of it yo ye ma ye ne wo be dwuma ne no wo ye ma miensa ai na mani jon ho ye pa sanse wo so ani gye setem bia no wo ne ye be dwuma edi kan ye wo Julia e wo hase Julia yeah. One of me fan say me mama fi say me de me hu abaye bia o ye me ba san say me nim say metimi pour into them as much as possible. Nya papa bia e wo ho bia no. Enti no Julia, we welcome you to Yennfa Adwene Jumedie this afternoon. we're gonna be mixing the Chi and English. Okay, if I speak the Chi, it doesn't mean you have to force it and speak it. You can speak English back to me, but sometimes I'll have to use some of the jargons in Chi.
Yeah.
So just permit me, because I want you guys to also get used to the jargons. So Julia, once again, you're welcome to Yennfa Adwene Jumedie this afternoon.
Thank you.
Speak louder a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay, where is your headphone?
Right here.
Okay, so it's supposed to go on, I think. All right, so once again, you're welcome to Yennfa Adwene Jumedie this afternoon.
Thank you.
There, now I heard you.
Yeah.
All right, my next guest lady or teen is Ella. Ella, I know you've been here before, both of you, and so at least, you know, it's not as tense as before when you first came. It's going to be a little better, okay? So, Ella, you are welcome to Yennfa Adwene Jumedie this afternoon on Unity Radio.
Thank you.
Okay. Just speak a little louder.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now, our next person is online, and she is in the person of Joellen. Joellen is one of our teens who I also normally, you know, bring on the show when we have to do the teen talks and stuff. So Joellen, if you're listening to me, I want to welcome you to Yennfa Adwene Jumedie this afternoon on Unity Radio. Come again. You are welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I want your mic to be your phone to be positioned well, because there was a little bit of a break in here and there. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, you can hear me well. Okay. All right, that's good. So once again, I want you guys to tell us, you know, where you go to school, your grade, what do you want to be in future, and what you really love, you know, what course or subjects you love best, and then what you want to be in future. Yeah, become. All right, so I'll start with Julia. Your name?
So my name is Julia. I go to Sullivan Middle School. And I am, should I say my age?
Yeah, your age is fine.
I'm 14 years old.
14, yes. Okay. What course is your favorite or subject?
I like taking math.
Math. All right. What would you like to be in future? What career? What profession?
I want to be able to be a business owner.
A business owner.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's good to hear. Your favorite food? I know I've asked you this before, but it always changes, so you never know.
Yeah, I would say probably my favorite Ghanaian dish would be jollof rice. Jollof rice,
okay. We all love jollof rice, don't we? All right. Thank you so much. And once again, you are most welcome. All right. Now let's go to Julia. Ella. Ella, you're going to tell us, you know, your full name, your grade, your age.
Okay.
What you aspire to be in future, your career or your profession, you know.
Okay. My name is Ella Newton. I'm 14 years old, and I'm a freshman in high school. I'm about to be a sophomore.
Okay.
I go to Abbey Kelly High High School.
Okay.
My favorite food is anguamo.
Anguamo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
what would you like to? Yeah.
Yeah, what I want to be in the
Speak
future.
louder, sweetheart.
Oh, okay. In the future, I just generally want to be someone who will make a change, and someone who will be remembered, and like someone that will help people.
Okay, but we have different ways. So is there a particular line you want to toe? Because a nurse helps people, a lawyer helps people, a banker helps people. What line do you want to toe? You know.
I would say medical wise.
Medical
maybe.
wise.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. Thank you so much. Joellen, we want to listen to you. Yes. You're going to tell us your age, your grade, what you aspire to be in future, and maybe your favorite food.
Okay. I am 14 years old.
Good. Now I have 14 years old today. That's sweet.
And I'm going to 10th grade this year.
Okay.
And I want to be a heart surgeon and a president.
A heart surgeon and a what?
President.
A president?
Yeah, of US.
Oh, a president of a nation. Is that it?
Yeah, United States.
The president of the United States. Oh wow. you got something popping up here. Wow. That's so good to hear. You are aspiring higher so that you can reach up there. Anything is possible. I believe that anything is possible. No hindrances, no stumbling block, and we're going to be able to work towards our goal, right?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's an inspiration. Thank you so much. All right. So and that day we see for ye may ye mama na ebedi nkomo dodo na won fie dunai omo yen sengina won fie dunai na me bi so omo de ompe so omo ye no future enti no muntie yen na ye mu awon no muntimi de ompe so omo ye no future no e meboa oman na meboa community no na me ya de papa ma ye nyina aha me da nyame ase pa se nkroye tumi ebi o ma no se ye pese ye sei da chimi san se wo wani da eni so ade huna e na onyame krampo shira so mani be ya de kakraka. When you have a vision, that's when you are able to work towards it. So I'm very happy that you guys are telling me what you would want to be in future. That tells me that you have a goal, you have an aim, and you're going to work towards it, right? All right, good.
You've turned my pit into a well, so the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, wadum.
Yo, me catch her when we say me enemede tree any brofo no be frafra. So omo ntumi nkan bi anya hwe. Omo beti aka brofo no, ba me momu de tree ni brofo no be frafra san say me penisa. E ma metimi ka me kasa na se mfese kan ni ye. Enti no omo so omo ti ase, sa dwi no, TV. Enti na e be yere ha. Obi anyi na so mu ye. No mo kam brofo na yetimi ate ni ye pa. All right. So, the last time I remember when we came here, we talked about the COVID-19. That was the time that this virus was all over the place and everybody was so scared, and it had halted everything we're doing in the community, at home, everything. Basically, it was the health professionals and the essential workers who were out there doing what they could to help us, come above this virus. So by God's grace, the vaccine came and we advised people to take it. I took some myself, other people took it. So I'm glad that today, because of that, we can sit here, we can go other places. It's not fully eradicated, but at least we know that majority of people have taken it, and so it's better, right? Now they've told us that now the young ones can also take it. The school age people, college students, teenagers, and all that can take it. And so I want us to talk a little bit about the vaccine. I don't know if any of you have taken the vaccine yet.
I have.
You haven't, and you haven't either. Joellen, have you taken the vaccine yet? Have you had your vaccine?
Nope.
Not yet. Okay. So that's good, because now we're going to talk about what we think about the vaccine, our fears, our anxieties about it, and how we can better, encourage ourselves so that we can get the vaccine shots. Because whether we like it or not, this virus came and is here to stay with us. And so we have to do what we have to do to be able to combat it, and then still live our lives as normal as possible. All right. So Ella, tell me something about this vaccine. What do you think when they say, okay, the vaccine is here, the youth can take it, the young girls can take it, the teenagers can take it, school age people can take it? What do you think about it?
I think the vaccine is really, really important, and it should be people's priority as of now. I know me myself, at first I was very hesitant when I heard of it, because I heard stories of people getting like really sick. Even a friend of mine, like, she got really, really sick from the vaccine. But you get sick for a small amount of time, and then you're fully like immune to the virus. So I think that it's something that I'm looking into, that I want to get myself.
Okay, that's very good to hear. Okay, Julia, what do you think about the vaccine, the COVID vaccine? What comes into your mind when they say the COVID vaccine for teenagers, for school age?
Yeah, I agree with Ella said. I was scared myself.
Yeah?
Because some of my friends also have taken it, and they said that there was pain, but after.
Oh, okay. So I had you not on the thing. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So what comes to mind when they talk about the COVID vaccine? Now that we can give it to the the youth, the young girls, the teenagers, the school age, and everybody out there.
Yeah. So I agree with Ella said. Some of my friends have also taken it, and they took it in school. So like my school, they held a thing where they did after school on certain days.
Oh.
So like you could take it.
Wow.
But when I heard of it, I didn't really.
It didn't sit down
Yeah,
well.
it was just really scary. And my friend, she also said that she cried because she was really she's really scared of needles, and also knowing that it's the COVID vaccine. Yeah. So she told me that when she took it, it didn't really hurt.
Okay.
You just feel some pain afterwards, and you would probably feel it for like a few days, and then it would just pass by. So at this point, I don't really have a fear of taking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if we organized some COVID vaccines out there, you would be bold enough to come and get your shot. Oh, you come and get your jab. All right, that's good to know. Joellen, when we talk about the COVID vaccine that now we can give to the teenagers, the school age, the children, what comes to mind? Tell us something about what you think about the COVID vaccine.
I think it's very helpful to get the vaccine, even though it's 98 or 99% effective. You still have to be careful with the 1% or 2%. Still follow like the mask rules, because there's still a chance that you get COVID. But it's very helpful. And before anybody tries to get the vaccine, they should at least talk to their primary
care doctor. Yes. Okay, that's very good. That's a very good point, because with all the skepticism, the fear, the anxiety about it for each of you, it's better, I think, that we speak to our doctors, your primary care physician. You speak to them, and then you tell them what you think about the vaccine, so that if there is any advice, then they can give you. And most of all, before you get the vaccine, so we'd like to ask you if you have any allergies. And I think it's better so that you speak to your doctor first, and then your doctor together can go through and see, oh yeah, it's good for you to get it. And most likely you're going to get it in your doctor's office too, because the doctor's offices are also organizing vaccines for the children, and so it's good that you go about it that way. So we're going to tell our parents that, hey, now we can have the vaccine, so why don't we call the doctor and schedule an appointment so that we can go talk to the doctor, and then they can help us, and then we can get the vaccine. So I'm hoping that before, you guys are all on vacation, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm hoping that by the time school is opened, you will be able to get your vaccine shots. All right. Now, is there any questions that you have on your mind about the vaccines that we can answer to?
I have one.
Yes, go ahead.
I wanted to know if it's safe for pregnant
If it's safe for what?
women.
Pregnant women. Oh, okay. That's a good question. So for now, we are not sure. So we always advise the pregnant women to go speak to their gynecologists, their OBGYs, for them to be able to help to determine if it's okay for them to get it or not. So it will depend on each pregnant person out there. You talk to your doctor, and then your doctor will be able to sit down with you, weigh the pros and cons of getting the vaccine, even though you are pregnant, and then they can move on from there. So that's the advice I will give in terms of whether you can get the vaccine if you are pregnant or not. So thank you for that question. So If mommy or daddy has any friend that is pregnant and they are concerned and they are worried, Joel, and you can boldly tell them that, you know what, let's go, and then you speak to your primary care physician or your OBGY, your gynecologist. They will be able to tell us if they can get the vaccine whilst pregnant. That's good. Anybody else has any questions about the vaccine?
I don't think so.
You don't have any questions about the vaccine? Okay. So, you know, how many of them do we have on the market? You know the kinds of the vaccines we have on the market? The brands?
I know there's is it Johnson?
The Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson.
Okay. Which is the one shot. The one shot. And then, do you know any of the other ones? No. We have the Pfizer. The Pfizer, it comes in 2. You get 2 shots. You get the first one, and then after about 3 to 4 weeks, you go get the other one. Joellen, do you know about the other shots out there?
Yeah. I know the Moderna vaccine. I know about the Pfizer, the Johnson.
The Johnson and Johnson. All right.
But there's one that's called like AstraZeneca. I heard that it's like there has been rumors that it's been giving blood clots.
Okay. Well, that is very true. We've heard that some people are getting blood clots from some of the brands, but it was only a few people, just a very few minute people got it from the whole, people who took that particular one, the AstraZeneca one. And so it's not something that should make people, be afraid or get people scared that because of that they're not going to take it, because it was only a fraction of people who got it. If we gave 100 people, maybe 2 or 3 people. So does that mean that it's not good at all, so nobody should get it? No. Maybe they also had their own existing conditions, right? Which probably made it difficult for them to be able to get adjusted to the vaccine when they got it. And so again, it's as important as letting your primary care physician know before you go and get your shot, because they can be able to tell if you have any allergies. They'll be able to let you know that, okay, because you have this allergy, let's be a little careful, and then they will monitor you too. You get it in a place where they'll be monitoring. When you get the vaccine, we don't just give it to you when we say go home. You sit for a bit and we monitor you and make sure that you are okay before we let you go. So you don't just go and stand in the corner and have somebody give you the shot. Make sure whoever is giving the shot is qualified. Like you said, they organized it in school. It was a good place because you have a school nurse there. I'm pretty sure you have the ambulance there, everything that was necessary, so that if anybody developed anything right there, they would bring them to the hospital, right? Okay. Any other questions about this vaccine?
I have. Is there a possibility that, like, okay, when somebody gets the vaccine, will they have to be watched for like a whole year?
Well, I missed a bit of the ending of your question. If they got a vaccine, what happens?
If somebody gets the vaccine, do they have to be watched for like 2 months?
Did you guys understand her? It's breaking up a little bit. So I don't know where you're standing or how you're holding the phone, but try it again and let's hear it one more time, the question.
Oh, okay. I was asking that if somebody gets the vaccine, do they have to be watched for a few months?
Oh, yes. When you get the vaccine, if you have pre-existing conditions that we are concerned about, that, if we gave you the shot, maybe because of the conditions you have, your health conditions, maybe something might, you might react in a way. We monitor you very closely. We monitor you for maybe half hour to 45 minutes. But if you are good and you don't have any health conditions that will, predispose you to any allergies from it, we watch you for maybe 15 minutes, 20, 25, thereabout, and then you are good and we let you go. We don't monitor you for a whole, like maybe 2 months or 3 months, but at least from the time you take the vaccine through the week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, we would continue to watch and make sure that nothing, bad happened after you got it. And if you also got it and then you start to feel any difference after maybe a week or 2 weeks, it's good to tell your parents so we can call the doctor, and then you'll be brought for them to look into whatever is going on. So that is what we do. When we give you the shot, that very day we monitor you for maybe 35 minutes, 45 minutes if you have any problems, because we want to keep a close eye. But when you are okay, we let you go home, but we'll let your parents also monitor you. But since you are 14, like you guys, you can tell if something is going on within you which is abnormal. You can tell, right? And then you can tell mommy that I feel like I'm having a fever, or I feel sick this way or that way. If you have aches and pains at the site of the shot, that is not a big deal, because we all get it. But we're talking about like big allergic reactions that might come out of it after a while. That is what we'll be concerned about. So yeah, for a few weeks, I think we would be, keeping close eye, and you would be also monitoring yourself. So just so you know, when you decide to go get it, you're going to be watching yourself after you get it for some weeks. I think it will help everybody to be able to be at peace. All right. Okay. Now let's move on. I chose exercise because exercise is one thing that I think is good for everybody. Exercise, I don't think we are able to discriminate against who exercises and who doesn't exercise. It's good for everybody. More so those of us who are even older. We would have to exercise our bodies here and there, to be able to keep going. Because I tell you, sometimes when I climb the stairs that I used to climb when I was a little, younger, it's not like that anymore now. You feel the pain and the aches. So I chose exercise because I want us to talk about some of the exercise patterns. I don't know if any of you like to exercise that much at 14, but you should tell us about exercise. Ella, tell us something about exercise.
I know that maybe I should exercise more. That's something that's been a goal for me for this year. But we all get a little lazy sometimes. A little tired. So I know that exercise is important. And you don't have to go to the gym. Like, you could do it at home. You also don't have to do anything too crazy. Like, exercising can be simply like walking up and down the stairs, like just physical activity.
Okay.
But I know that that's something that I'm going to be working on, is exercising.
Exercise.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, Julia, tell us, what are some of the benefits of exercising? What do we,
I mean, I did take a gym class in like my first quarter of school. And like we would take it every morning. So like I wouldn't really have the motivation to get up and do it. But like the little things that they did, I would try my best and do it. And I try trying to like do things that will help me with it. So like walking, or just going somewhere and just walking back and forth, or like going to the park and playing with your friends, your siblings, and it really helps.
That's good. That's good. Joellen, what do you want to tell us about exercising? What comes to mind?
Exercise is, you don't really need equipment to exercise. You can just run around. You could, what's it called? Oh, yes. You could use, like games.
Games, yeah.
Like the Just Dance.
Okay. So your phone is breaking off a little bit. So I don't know how you're holding it or how you're moving around, but it's not stable. So place it where you can be stable and we can hear you well, because it's breaking off here and there.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So pick it up again. Talk again. Say what you had said again about exercise.
Oh, I was saying that exercise doesn't really need equipment.
Okay.
You can run around and play games. And you could use a treadmill if you have one.
Okay.
And sometimes I walk to the park with my mom.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay. So almost everybody does a little bit of exercise, right? But what I realize is that it's the consistency of the exercise that we do that really works. Because I tell you, last week I went to the gym. Oh, because of COVID, I had to suspend it for some time. And then last week I tried going, and if you go once and you don't go again for like maybe 2 weeks or 2 months, I don't think it benefits you, right? Okay. Now, the most important thing we have to know about exercise is that you have to burn calories to be able to lose some weight, right? Okay. Do you guys know how much you weigh?
I
Ella,
don't know specifically
you don't.
how much
Okay.
I weigh.
Okay. All right. Julia, do you know how much you weigh? No.
Not specifically.
Joellen, do you know how much you weigh?
Not at the moment.
Huh?
Oh, I said not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay, so I'm good. That's going to be an assignment for you guys. I want you guys to stand on a scale and find out how much you weigh, because that's where we have to start from. If we're going to get that kind of enthusiasm and that pep to be able to get up and go exercise, it's always good to know our baseline. Where are we starting from? Okay, I was 1 pound, and now I'm going to start exercising to see how much I'm going to be able to lose a few, right? Or how much I'm going to be able to build up my muscles, right? So that's going to be your homework. Stand on a scale, check your weight, write it down. Write it down, so that from time to time, and now I'm going to start to organize a little bit of some workout out there, and I'm going to be calling you. We're going to have to schedule it. So occasionally on Saturdays, I'll call you guys. We'll put on our K-Fit outfits, and we're going to go to the park, Queen's Gabon Park or a gym, and we're going to work out a little bit. So I want us to put that at the back of my mind. But you have to know how much you weigh. Know how much you weigh, so that you will know whether you are progressing or you are just there and you're not doing anything at all, right? So that's the assignment for you. Can you tell me some of the exercises out there? Now, we've spoken about just walking. Everybody walks. We know we all walk. Walking is good. It's a good exercise. But what are some of the other exercises that we can do to help us, our body, our whole body?
There are stuff like squats, like simple stuff, like sit-ups.
Yeah.
A lot of people say push-ups, so I don't want to say push-ups because even me, I can't do push-ups.
No. Okay, now we're gonna have to start doing that one so you can do it.
Yeah. There are very simple things. Like you don't even need dumbbells. You could use like things that are heavy, like water bottles, and just lift them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about those that are, have, a little heavy, so that it can pull you here and there and all that? Okay, that's good. Let's also do, what kind of exercises are you comfortable with?
Like
apart from the walking?
Like she said, like jumping jacks, some other stuff.
Okay.
Like there was one that like if you search up some exercises to do, it gives you a list of some that you probably haven't ever seen before.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a lot of.
Okay.
But I wouldn't know how to list all of them. Well, most. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Joellen. Okay. You want to still say something about some of the exercises? Okay.
I was gonna say, I know a lot about physical activity because I used to be a cheerleader.
Oh.
And a lot of people think that cheer isn't like very difficult to do, but like there's a lot of exercise, jumping, like raising.
Wow.
You have to do a lot of like sports exercises. So cheer was a very like difficult time for me. So every time, like before we started practice, we would have to run several laps, do a lot of stretches, a lot of sit-ups, and all that. So it's that's a sport that's really like
it's a good one for
Yeah.
the whole, like, total, the body
Yeah,
in general,
physical,
right?
yeah.
Which is good, because we like to do the ones that is going to, give us a total, unless there is a particular place you want to lose weight on. Is there any specific body part that you'd like to lose weight on, Julia?
Well, like my thighs.
Your thighs,
or
okay.
Like my stomach.
Your stomach, okay.
Like, yeah, places like that.
Places
my
like that.
arms
Your
and stuff
arms,
like
okay. All right, Joel, and let's hear you. What parts of your body would you like to lose some, weight, and then what kind of exercises do you think will help in that aspect?
I think I want to lose everything.
I think mom should help you using this phone, your phone, because when she speaks it's clear, but when you are speaking it's breaking. So I don't know what you're doing, but
Oh, hold on.
okay. Are you on it?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay,
Is
now
it clearer?
it's better.
Okay.
Okay.
I was saying that I would like to lose weight like everywhere,
Okay.
and I think skipping rope would help. Lunges and stomach exercises
Okay.
and sit-ups.
Sit-ups, okay. So we have a lot of them. Sit-ups, push-ups. Those of us who want to lose belly, right, belly fat. Sit-ups, the arms too. You can do push-ups, and the dumbbells that you hold. It also helps to build your muscles instead of making it a little, flabbier. Okay, and so it's all good. I'm telling you all this because we're gonna hit the streets one of these days, so that you're not surprised, because we're gonna have to do it. All right. When is a good time to exercise? When is a very good time to exercise? Yeah.
I've learned that it's good to exercise a few hours before you sleep, like in the night maybe around 7.
Okay.
It's a good time before you like take a shower. So that's something that I actually searched up in the past.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you say before you sleep, it's good to do some exercise. All right, Julia, tell us, when do you think it's also a good time to exercise?
A lot of people like exercising in the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah, so like when they wake up they would have like breakfast, and then or sometimes like not even breakfast, they would take like a small snack, like a health bar or something.
Yeah.
Take with them, take like a water, an energy drink.
Yes.
And just like walk or just do laps.
Okay.
Or just like walk and yeah.
All right, good. So she says before going to bed, you say when you wake up in the morning. Joel, and let's hear you. When is a good time for exercise?
Like 6:30 in the morning.
Okay.
But you shouldn't do like heavy exercises. Just go for a walk.
Okay.
And maybe like after, if you fit into the morning one, you should do like afternoon.
Okay.
Like sorry, evening.
Okay.
But not too close to where you're sleeping, because like with the energy, you'll be too energetic to go to sleep.
Okay.
And that's what. And you can do heavy exercise or light exercise.
Okay. All right. That's good. So she said, she's even said her time. She said 6:30 in the morning. So good luck to us if we can wake up that early. It's also a very good time. It's a calm, time of the day where, you can go get up, go do it to start your day. And also, you said before you sleep, it's also a good thing, because once you go, do the exercises and everything, you come and take a shower. Sometimes you're able to sleep so soundly and easily like a baby. So you've all said, the good times, whatever time suits you. It doesn't have to be a specific time where you say, I couldn't go at this time, so that's it, I'm not going to be able to go. If you can even fuse it in the middle of your day, maybe after school, you come. So some people say that when they exercise before they study, they are able to really absorb well, because their brain, they are awake, they are alert, they are able to understand everything so well. So for those of us who are in school, it's good. that you study, you go do exercise, a little exercise, you know, you refresh yourself, you come back and sit down, or you go do the exercise, you refresh yourself, and you come back and sit down and continue with your studies. You know, try it. If you are not the person that exercises a lot, try it. You know, when you are doing some studies, or when you want to study at home, your homework or whatever, do some exercise and then see whether it's, you know, your rate of absorption of, or, you know, your learning is better before or after, so that you know at least, you know, one part, and that is going to help you get there, right? All right. I want us to talk about sleep. Okay, sleep. Well, maybe before sleep, let's talk about rest. Okay, what do you understand by rest? When we say rest, what is rest? Joellen, tell us something about rest. When we say, oh, I'm gonna rest, oh, I'm really well rested, oh, I rested yesterday before I went here. When we talk about rest, what do you think about? What comes to mind, Joellen?
When I think about sleep, I think about,
we are talking about rest first before we come to sleep. Let's put the rest before sleep.
Resting?
Yes.
I think about when people are having a busy day and they finally have a break, so they decide to rest.
So how do you rest? How do you rest? If you said you were going to rest, how do you rest? Standing by your bed and carrying your basket or something? How do you rest?
It's like when I have time to relax, I'll just sit on the couch and rest.
Okay. You just sit on the couch or lay on the couch and then just relax, right?
Yeah, and listen to music.
Listen to music. Okay. So that's a good thing. Music is one way where you are able to relax. Some people listen to music and they relax with it, and it's a very good way for some people to relax. So that's Joellen's way. She lays down on the couch or sits on the couch, relaxed, and then listens to her music. All right, Julia, let's hear you. How do you relax?
How I relax, I would most definitely probably be on my phone. Just watching something relaxing, like she said. Probably my bed.
In your bed, on your phone.
Yeah.
All right. Well, does the phone let you relax a lot though? Because it looks like you're holding it and you're browsing through and all that. Is that a relaxing?
Well, I mean, I would probably be, if I wasn't on my phone, I'd probably be on my computer or something, or probably not using it, just watching it, or just watching TV.
Something.
Or just doing anything, but something that I wouldn't really take time to do.
Okay. Soothing, right?
Yeah.
Something soothing, something that doesn't require heavy brain activity or anything like that. There's something to just, let go of everything and say, okay, hey, I'm closed, but hey, this is me, this is my time, right? All right. Rest is very important. Ella, tell us about rest.
Rest and sleep aren't the same thing.
No.
But they're synonyms. So
Yes.
they're not the same thing, which is why you say you're resting your eyes or something like that. So in my, for me, resting would be laying down,
Okay.
just thinking maybe, or sitting with a good book, just taking a break.
Yeah.
Because resting doesn't always mean sleeping.
Okay.
If you get a break time at your job, you can do anything. Resting can be getting some food and just sitting down and taking a break.
Okay.
So that's what it would be for me, sitting down and thinking.
Okay. All right. That's good too. Sitting down and thinking. But when you're resting your brain and your everything. So it depends on what you're thinking though.
Yeah.
Are you thinking deep or just
No.
on the surface?
Just not thinking about a lot.
A deep thought or anything like that. That's okay. All right. And that's all good. And I think that it's always good for us to take some time to rest, right? Take some time to rest, take some time off and, rest. Each of you are telling me how you rest and how helpful has it been, How helpful has rest been to you?
Rest is very helpful, and it's something that you need. Because no matter how hard you work or anything like that, you still have to give yourself a break, because some people think, if we even go back into the exercise part, I have a friend specifically who exercises a lot, and he doesn't like give himself a break, or he just has to like work out, and it's like, that's not really healthy. Sometimes you have to take a break and give yourself what it needs.
All right, so
rest.
Too much of everything is not too great.
No.
Okay, so everything in moderation. Exercise in moderation, rest in moderation. But when it comes to doing an activity, so you do it with all your heart, you know, all your strength, all your might, you know, because you know that after this, I'm going to get some time to what? To rest. All right. So, Julia, what benefits do you get from rest?
The benefits
Because if you didn't rest, something would happen. So, what benefits do you get from rest? That will help you to be able to tell us.
Probably like when I would come back from school.
Okay.
Let's say if I come back from school and I'm tired, I would probably like rest a little bit, probably like take a shower and then eat something and then just like rest a little bit before like I would do any chores in the house. So like I would be rested well, and I would be able to use that energy to help my parents around the house.
Good. Joellen, what do you gain after you rest? What becomes good? What are the benefits of resting for you?
I think the benefit of resting is lowering the stress, lowering your blood pressure.
Okay.
Focusing on more things.
Okay.
And being more energetic.
Good. So you rest. By the time you are resting, you are able to, you know, sit down, relax, look at one or two things, you know, leisurely, and then see how, after you have recuperated, after you have regained your strength, see how you're going to bounce back to do anything out there again, right? Yes. So it's very important for us to rest. Now, who does take a nap? Do you guys take a nap? That's, you know, Julia, do you take a nap?
Sometimes.
Okay. What makes you take a nap? What makes you, what brings you, you know?
Sometimes if like let's say if I wake up really early in the morning, I would be pretty tired.
Okay.
Or like if I went to the park, I would be really tired and come back home and end up taking a nap. Stuff like that.
So nap refreshes you, right?
Yeah.
You refresh. Okay. Tell us also, do you like taking a nap?
I'm someone who generally sleeps a lot. I can say, like, sometimes I sleep in places I'm not supposed to be sleeping.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Like maybe where
like school, for example.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if my mom is watching.
Okay, here we are. Mom, don't watch us. We're trying to just tell our hearts out here.
Yeah.
So please, just leave us be, okay?
My friends make fun of me a lot for it because I sleep a lot.
Okay.
And it's not something that I can really control. Like,
really?
If I'm tired, I'm tired. I get tired from really small things, so I do take naps a lot.
Okay.
But I still know that it's not like, if my mom catches me sleeping in the middle of the day, she'll wake me up and be like, oh, you can't sleep now, you're gonna be tired when you're going to sleep.
Exactly.
So yeah.
All right, so here we are. Your sleep pattern is a little bit more than needed, right? So now we have to have a plan for that. So now we have to figure out, what times are you going to bed? What times are you waking up? You know, the normal person has an average number of hours that we have to sleep, and sleep well and get well rested for the body to bounce back to start an activity, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are sleeping in between all these activities that you are doing, I'm wondering, what time you go to bed at night, and I'm wondering how well you are able to stay asleep, because the fact that you go and lay in bed might not mean that you are sleeping well. So we've got to figure out a plan so that we're not going to be sleeping in class, by heart anyhow, because that one is a little too much. There's time for everything. So when you are in school or in class, you're supposed to be up and awake and actively involved in classes and in lessons. So I think we're gonna now. What time do you go to bed at night?
It's different for like if I have school the next day and if I don't. If I have school, I have to sleep at 8 o'clock. Like that's my mom's order.
Okay.
But if it's like a weekend, it doesn't really matter. But I have to be in bed by 10.
Okay.
So like even my sleep schedule is pretty good, but I still end up like tired.
Okay, so you sleep at 10. You said 10 p.m.
Yeah, for weekends and like summer.
For weekends in summer. What school days though? Let's talk about school days. When do you go to bed during school days? 8 p.m.
Yeah.
You go to bed, you lay down, and then you between 8 and maybe 9 o'clock. When do you really fall asleep?
I sleep. It depends. Usually, I'll be asleep in like 10 or 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. So you don't have a hard time falling asleep. So, and then when do you wake up? So if you go to bed at 8 o'clock, let's say, and you sleep at 8:30ish, what time do you wake up in the morning?
For school, I wake up at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. Okay. So between how many hours is that? Say 8:30.
9 hours.
9 hours, which is pretty good, because at least you got your 8 hours. At least you should get a good 8 hours of sleep before you go to school. And so you got 9 hours. So you even did very well. You did a very is it because you dreaming or okay, that's good. But we still have to be able to tune our body to the fact that this time is for studies, and so we're not going to be sleeping anyhow. Because guess what? Because we are students right now, and we're pursuing our careers. We're going to be going to college, right? We're going to be going to college, Junior, right? Yes, we are aspiring to go to college, do degrees, up and up and up. We're supposed to be able to, figure out how our bodies can adjust to this, so that it can help us to move on. Because you don't want to be, once you have to go to lectures in the college, and then you're like, oh no, I want to sleep a little bit. Because mind you, when you're in college, you are responsible for your own timing and schedules, right? But you want to plan everything well, so that you can be able to spring forth well and achieve your aim. We want to achieve the aim we set up, for ourselves. And so we have to figure out, what we can do to stay awake. Some people, they say that when they drink chocolate drink, when they have a chocolate drink, it soothes them and they fall asleep so easily. So we're going to have to figure out, maybe there is something you're eating that is making you feel like, it's relaxing and soothing. I know this is no school, I'm not going to be able to stay awake, I'll have to sleep, So we have to figure out what we are eating, and the things that is making us fall asleep so when we are in class or when we are supposed to be studying. So we'll work on that, okay? Outside here, we'll work on that. So Julia, you're going to tell us something about your relaxation and then how it helps you, or your rest.
Rest, it really does help me.
Okay.
Like, because by the time I would go to sleep at night, I'd have to wake up early to be able to wake up my brother and take him to school, and then come back home, get ready, and then go to my bus. So I would go to sleep at least like 11.
11 at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I would probably, because I really have a hard time sleeping at night. Like I don't sleep during the day, but I don't know, it's just it gives me a really hard time when I try and sleep, because I'm always tossing and turning and I can't really find a spot I'm comfortable in. So it gets really hard for me to be able to sleep. So that would be at least like 7.5 hours of sleep, but it's still good because it does help me in the morning, because on my bus is really crazy and loud.
Okay.
In the morning. So it's like it wakes me up, and then when I get to school, it's like it's a lot going on, so it won't even give you time to even think of trying to even sleep. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So talking about, being helpful at home, if you set your schedule up in such a way that, okay, so let's do this. I'm going to try to sleep maybe around 9:30, right? And then maybe before the 9:30, one good thing would be to do a little exercise. You know how you do your exercise? The exercise helps your body to really feel like, oh, now I don't want to do anything. Now I want to go to bed. So when I really want to sleep good, you want to go take a little bit of an activity on your body. Do a little exercise. Even if it's like jumping up and down or going back and forth the stairs for some time, maybe 10 flights, here and there, then it works you up. Because you say you toss and turn a lot. That's why I'm bringing this in. So then after that, maybe say you take your shower, and then you go lay down. Let's try that and see if that's going to help you fall asleep, earlier, because then you can wake up and help your sibling who is also supposed to go, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So you need your meaningful sleep before you can also help,
Yeah.
That way you're not too tired. So let's think now. I want us to start planning our day. Okay, what are we planning for the day? Okay, this hour, or maybe between this time and that time, I need to take a nap. Between that time, I have to do my homework. Okay, between this time and that time, I'll go on my phone and do a few things here and there, so that the phone is not taking much of your time. And if you are going to sleep, then you sleep.
Yeah.
The phone has to be away. Yes, talk.
Yeah, so that it actually the homework thing.
Yes.
So at my school, the thing is, during Corona, so we haven't actually got any homework at all.
Oh.
Because of basically we do all the work in school. So it's like, because most of the stuff, like, it brought back everything. Corona brought back everything. So most of the stuff we learned in school, and then we come back, and then like we refresh on most of it, and then so it basically gets easier, because they don't really expect us to have notebooks and stuff like that.
Okay.
So what we do is we would probably, in most of my classes, we would probably do all the work together as a whole. And then let's say, because the assignment would be on our Chromebook, so we wouldn't have to write anything.
Okay.
So honestly, I don't think I've had homework
for some time.
For a while now. Yeah.
Okay, but this is the thing. You like to read your own books, right? You like to go to the library and get books and then come and read on your own. So sometimes you give yourself that challenge, and you say, okay, we have no homework, but this very week I'm going to challenge myself. I'm planning to go for a book in the library. Pick a book, any interesting book out there. Say Macbeth, all these books are there. Pick them, and then come home and say, okay, within 3 days I want to see if I can finish reading this book. So where you're not getting homework at school, you can also still feel something in there which will be beneficial, because the more you read, the more you broaden your knowledge. You want to have a broader knowledge, not just the one that they teach you in school, but you also want to be current, right? Current affairs. If anybody asks you, any younger, or your sibling asks you, where is this place? Where you should be able to tell them, oh yeah, you take a flight here, there. Have you been on the plane before?
Yes.
You have. Have you been on a plane before? Yes. Okay, good. Joe Allen, have you been on the plane before?
Can you repeat that?
Have you been on an aeroplane before?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So that's good. So try to learn about things that you don't always get in the classroom. That's how you broaden your knowledge. Okay, your knowledge base will be broad. So even if they don't give you homework, challenge yourself. Okay, I need to read about this. So I'll go and grab a book from the library, and then maybe in 2 days, or maybe this week, I'm going to target this. All right, and do it. It's very good, so that, Julia, it's going to help you to also, on the side, aside your classroom work, when you don't have anything to do and you don't have any homework, it will help you to also gain some knowledge, in general terms. All right, that's good. All right, Joellen, tell us about rest. What do you gain from resting? How does resting help you? Joellen.
Resting, it helps me, like I said before, it gives you more energy.
Okay.
It calms you, and you're more focused.
Okay. When do you go to bed? When is your sleep time during school? When is school?
It depends. It depends on what I'm watching.
Okay.
Like, if the show is boring, I just end up sleeping early.
Okay.
And if the show is entertaining, sometimes my dad will tell me to go to sleep. But then when he goes back to his room, I go and speak and turn it.
Okay, so when your dad says you should go back to sleep, when he's not there, you go back and you go back. You sneak back and watch the Zoom again. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so all I want to bring up is that it's good to have quality rest. You know, you have to have rest. Rest is very important. Sometimes you just have to leave everything and then say, okay, I'm not responding to anything. I'm not going on the phone. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to let it go. And then I'm just going to be me and then rest, so that you can sit down, think about one or two things and see how you're going to plan the next step you're going to take, right? Okay, so let's talk about sleep, real sleep. So we have the real sleep, the deep sleep. We have the one that we call the rapid eye movement sleep. That one is like you lay in there, but your eye is like moving. You haven't really gotten that deep sleep, right? And then we have the deep sleep that we call the non-rapid eye movement. That one, you are so deep, and everybody is supposed to get that kind of deep sleep. You know, some people, I don't think they sleep that well, and so they wake up and they are still, I wonder if that's what you've been going through, that they don't sleep very deep. The deep sleep, somebody could do anything, you know, tap you here and there, and you still won't feel it. But there are some people, as soon as they hear a little then they wake up. It means they are not really deeply sleeping. So tell us, what do you want to say?
I think I go through that. Honestly, I feel like well, when I'm sleeping, like, I don't know, it's like I'll be sleeping and so probably nothing will be in my room. Okay. And I'll wake up and feel like something's there. I don't know, but or like, let's say if my brother, he walks in my room to get something, or my mom walks in my room to get something, I'll wake up.
You wake up.
Yeah.
You wake up. So it's just any little thing wakes you up. So let's try the exercise, waking yourself up thing, and then taking your shower, and then going to lay down and see. Because some of those things help you to sleep very deeply. And when you sleep deeply, your body feels well rested. And we all go through those cycles. Sometimes you are there, you are tossing, you are turning here and there, and you're like, I didn't get enough sleep. I didn't get a good. You can tell in your body that I was not well rested, right? And so I try to fuse in exercise. I try to do something that will make me very active, and then after that, take a shower and then go lay down and see if that will help me adjust the body and the mind and the brain and everything to go back to sleep. So it's important for you to, you know, assess yourself to see, oh, what am I doing well, what am I not doing well when it comes to, you know, the exercise, you know, when it comes to studies, when it comes to you know, because those are important. If you are able to arrange all those things and you prioritize things, then you know that, you know, you are on the right path. You don't want to just leave everything all discombobulated, and then you don't know what to do next, what to do when, and all that. You want to make sure that you have planned everything, and so you can have a little bit of a calendar, you know, hanging on your wall, or even a slate or something that you write your stuff on. You know, okay, this week from this time to that time, I'll be doing this. From this time, you know, you time it, you plan it on the wall in your room. Then it will remind you, you know, this is what I have to do at this time. That way you're not doing one too much than the other, because they are all important, right? All right, I want us to take a little break. When we come back from the break, we're going to talk about how to prepare one of your favorite foods. Because if you like it that much, you should be able to prepare it. So you're going to tell us how you prepare one of your favorite foods. Because I like to, I like us to be able to also do some food thing. Because sometimes I'm going to have to take you guys out to eat. But you need to be able to also prepare food, because one of these times I'm going to have you prepare food and I will come there to eat, right? Okay.
So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you, my soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum. Hey, Adum, Yami, Adum. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum. Hey, Adum, Yabe, Adum. Hey, Adum, Tina, Metiasi, hey, Adum, Tina, Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum. Who has changed my story? Who has given me a song? Turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you. Hey. Could not have sailed through without you. Your loving kindness, grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum. Could not have made it without you. Hey, could not have sailed through without you. By your loving kindness and grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is all centered on your grace.
Yo, na abusuafo ye kae mo say Dr. Kwame Amponsa OBGY obstetrician na ohwe ema yapomudine wa wonyem na so wo mayare bia wo ho a ye ye die mu a osefre no ne number ne ye 774-823-4270. Dr. Kwame Amponsa obehwe kama o Venon heya Venon Women's Health Services eho enoye na dwuma enti monkae na monhye ne nso ono de wokwa wo ote kasa no enti de obeka bia obete na watumi ahwe kama ne awontimi enkyerase no obehwe mu nyina ma na watumi abɔ ho ban se oba wo mayare na se wonyinse ya na se ope ebakra obetumi aboa ama watumi awo kwa obefa so akyekyerew ne ma yebre enti monhye ne nso na monko Dr. Kwame Amponsa ho na onimu eni ensawoso na wapomudin no enye number 1 on the list. Saa so na ye chi abusuafo nyina awie master dance ye remfew ye chi opa enim se obo ye chi dom nyame nsraw adwuma wo ye no nso ye ni so koswa na yema saa pepepe ene ye ne man na di nkomo an ye ne omo ka pomudine ho asem se yese covid-19 no omutimi koje vaccine ni bi enti se ne ye di ho abobo ni apese ne a omo so adwen ye wo mo na omo amfa ehu bi anhye wo no omutimi akoje kama.
You turn my pit into a well, so the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Wadum. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
Yenim sene activities bebre wo yen community mu ha ye we yi wo ho ye wo 1 week wo ho na me kan mu say yenua ba patience Mrs. Patience from Pong na sinim pon a oto fo mo no ene otna fie aye 1 week aha ewo wabash wabash enti esremu a wo betimi afa ho na wachia no anye bia nso no semre bemu na pese wo frɛ na wo chia no so a enye den kura betimi afrɛ ne phone number na wachia no saa nso ne mia me mabaako Janice nyameche ono so eye traditional marriage kama ye will be cry the kind for awansa na yeba ai nyame adom wie ni school e na dwuma e na wanya obema waso ni mu enti na wo ye traditional marriage enti mia ba Janice pese me kire wo say witiri nkwawate nyame nsraw na ware a wokɔ no so wade nsraw e bia nya kama
Eya adumtina metiasi, eya wadumtina mewo. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum.
Sana me kai anti gifty. Ye de nyame ase so de wakɔ Ghana na wakɔ ye papa ye no kama bibia akɔ so kama yakata ye papa echi kama ye da se de akoso bia nyame nti odo ba bedru bɔkɔ na afei minim sɛ one me hwɛ adwuma wɔ Facebook so enti no me chia wo pa wate.
You turn my morning into dancing. It is you and just your grace.
Yo si ene e mayi kasa yi sɛ opɛ wo frɛ phone na wo de question bi ba anase wo de afuto bi ba phone number ne 508 3049394 and see what teenagers and some more fear or more share o pesa obisa question bia wotimi frɛ 508 3049394. Any question you have, any advice you have for our teenagers today, you are most welcome. You can bring it out.
I could not have made it without you. Could not have sailed through without you. Papa, your loving kindness and grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is all centered on your grace. Of my praise is centered on your grace. You have been my doctor on that sick bed. By your stripes, I am healed, I am free. So the essence of my praise is because of your grace.
Yeda wasi bebre mu amosha your Facebook I be degbe me da si bebre ai me ne me ba no na hye ha no mu aye di dwuma yi oya ade pa mo bo mo homoden sa na edible savior ye baba no ha sei sa waje akonya oni yedi nkomo kama enti yi wasum ne tie no ate de ho no nso a wo ya akoma nkrofo no mo ware no aya fa me de si fi me babeji ai sa Sans na make kaimo. I wa in the so near shibia. Misty for Sahina Mankwa. Yeda say I Jojo or ya dear pa or ya dear. Yamia drum or my and fella be brave. Sign it see or sign a badra. Yeda was be brave. It himself kind when I did you may or Facebook. Yamin srow and pa and more friend ya dear. Or more tray pa say or munim your moye. I sa. Miami dear so mukabna from his usumida as I wish me free. No one when you could fee more soccer game ne and so saying funny fun. Me that's what's it. So time is street on Yamin strong.
I don't, I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. I don't. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom.
Okay, so one of our viewers is also saying that we should take notes when we want to go to exercise. We shouldn't eat too heavily before we exercise, okay, so that we will not go and throw up whilst we are doing that. You have to be a little lighter to be able to exercise, to get the benefits of the exercise. Jump rope, none of you talked about jump rope, but jump rope is a very good exercise. Jojo
mentioned jump rope.
Jojo did?
Yeah.
Okay, Jojo, have you been doing jump ropes? Hello, Jojo.
Not recently.
Not recently, okay. Jump rope is good. It helps, it helps in every aspect, your arms, your cardio, your weight and everything. But just so you don't forget, I said everybody's going to check their weights, because pretty soon we're going to hit the gym, and then we're going to be able to, do some exercise to keep ourselves fit, right? So that we will refuse to grow young, refuse to grow old, I should say, right? Okay. All right. That's good. So now you're going to tell me what food you like best and how you cook it. Okay. We need to do that because sometimes we don't always have to buy food out there. Sometimes we have to prepare our own, All right. So who wants to go first? Okay. Ella, you're going to go first. Okay.
My favorite food, it's mostly my favorite because I always cook it myself.
Okay.
And I can cook it myself.
Okay.
Like when there's nothing really, there's always something to eat at home.
Yeah, but my kids always say there is nothing in the fridge. It's like a song. Oh, mommy, there is nothing in the fridge. Meanwhile, you have food in the fridge, but there is nothing still in the fridge. I get you.
So I always make the rice myself, and then I put what I like on it, and I always make it myself. So that's something that I'm good with.
Okay, so you just cook the plain rice?
Yeah, I just cook plain white rice, and then I fry some egg, and then I add corned beef on the side.
Wow.
And I put some black pepper on the top.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, how do you call that food?
My mom said it's called angwamo.
Angwamo.
Yeah.
Okay, because you put oil in it and cook it. So it's angwamo. Angwa is oil, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, that's good. At least you can make something for yourself that you really like. And we like to, teach you how to do those things for yourselves. Because not every time that you have to buy out there. And you have to eat healthy so that you're not always eating, the fast foods and stuff. So it's good. It's good that you can make your own something. Do you like vegetables?
Yes, I do.
Your answer was not too encouraging.
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. Which of the vegetables do you like best? Do you like usually?
I like fruits better.
Fruits better.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you do your anwamo, what do you eat with? Apart from the corned beef, and is there any vegetables you add to it?
Sometimes I add some avocado.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not really a vegetable.
It's really not. But
and I add onion. Onions is a vegetable, right? Yes.
Yeah.
I add onions in my egg.
Okay. So you don't like cucumbers, carrots, zucchini, green pepper, red pepper?
No, but I do a lot. I really like salad.
Salad. Okay. So that's good. That's good. That's your vegetables right there. So we like that you eat more of that, because as we're going to start to hit the gym and stuff, you're going to have to eat most of those, vegetables, and it's going to help with, whatever we want to achieve, right? Okay. All right, let's come to Julia. Or you want us to go to Ella and Joel and then come back to you? Yeah, okay.
So, my dad, he taught me how to make, it's like stew. The stew you eat with, cooked yam.
Rice
Like
stew
with
or
yam.
is it rice stew or grey stew or spinach stew?
Spinach stew.
Spinach
Yes,
stew. Okay.
yes, spinach stew. He taught me how to make it.
Oh, good.
And yes, I think I'm really good on that.
Oh, wow.
And I really like cooked yam. So
Wow. I'm looking forward to coming to enjoy one of these days. I would like you to do that spinach stew for me, and then the yam, and then I'll taste it. I'll have to come around and taste all those foods and see how, give you the grades for them, right? All right. That's good. That's good. All right. Joellen, are you on there?
Yes.
Okay. So what food do you like best, and how do you prepare it?
I like emuto and katinkwine.
Wow. Oh, now you make me feel like eating a muti and katinkwine.
Yeah, the rice balls and the peanut butter.
There you go. How do you make peanut butter soup? How do you prepare peanut butter soup? The rice ball is quite easy to prepare.
I watched my mom make them.
Okay.
So the first thing for the rice balls, she gets the uncooked rice, then she washes the rice.
Okay.
Then she gets like the rice, like the bowl, like for the rice cooker.
Yeah.
Then she adds the rice, and then she adds water.
Yeah.
And then she puts the what's it called? Oh yes, the rice cooker on. And then when it's time for us to like take it out,
yes,
my mom uses like a wooden spoon to knead it into a sphere or a ball. Then she puts it on a separate bowl or plate.
Okay.
And then for the soup, she gets like the meat. She puts it in a separate like pot. And then she gets the vegetables that she will need for the soup. She gets the peppers. She gets the tomatoes, onions. Then she blends it up. Sometimes she uses that manual what's it called? The masher.
Yeah.
Like
the blender.
Yeah, it's like
the blender.
Yeah. It's built like an hourglass kind of.
Okay.
And use it. Yeah. Sometimes she puts it in that mashing bowl, and sometimes she uses the blender. Then after she finished using that one, she gets the peanut butter mixture.
Yeah.
She gets peanut butter, and then she adds a little bit of water until she gets the consistency that she wants. Then she adds her spices and everything. Then she gets the mixture that she made before, and then she adds it to the cooked meat.
Yeah.
And then adds the peanut butter mixture, and then mixes it until the oil comes up, and that's how you know it's cooked. But if you taste it, you have to first taste it and see if it's cooked.
See.
And then after that, she lets it cool down, and she puts that the soup, and then she puts it, she drizzles it over the rice balls. She gets more soup and makes it pretty.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Now you got me going. You're whetting my appetite right now. I want rice balls with peanut butter soup right now. Wow. You seem to know how to cook this very well. Wow. I'm going to set up a date, come home, and you're going to prepare that for me so I can taste some. Is that going to be a good idea?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right. So, Julia, I want you to tell me how you make your spinach stew.
So the spinach stew, so how my dad taught me.
Yes.
So basically, first I get, a lot of people, they don't use like all the stuff that sometimes like other people would use, because sometimes everything is different. So like for I use first I would get tomatoes, spices, get onions.
Yes.
So my onions, a lot of Ghanaian parents, they like when the onions are like kind of big, but me, I like when it's small because I don't like chewing it. And yeah, so like I cut them into small pieces, and then I would put them into the oil in the pan. And then I would add the tomato and let it be there for a little bit, put the spices in. And after doing all of that, I would wait a little bit, and then I would put tuna or chicken, and then I would put it in and let it be there for a little bit, put the spices in, and then after all of that, that's when I put the pepper in, because if you do that before, it will like make it bubble, and then everything will just start going everywhere. So I put all of that, and then I put the spinach in it, and you just let it go, you turn it, and then
do you blend your spinach or you cut it up?
I use the spinach that's already like cut. Yeah, I use that. So everything like I after cutting the onions and stuff, I'll just put it in. And then the tomato, like after, you wouldn't, like what we do is I won't just throw it in the trash. Like the excess that's in it, I would put water in it, just wash it and then put it inside so it could like.
You want to empty everything, everything in the corners.
And then I mix it, and then after, you just let it be there a little bit. You said you can cover it. Not a lot of people cover it, but I cover it not all the way, but halfway, so it could just like be there, and then just good. And then you boil your yam.
You boil your yam. Oh, good, because you're going to eat with yam. Some people also add eggs in the spinach.
Instead of putting it in, I would do it separate, because not a lot of people like it being in with it.
All right. That's good. It looks like you guys can cook very well. So one of the favorite foods that I want us to talk about is tizafi. Anybody knows tizafi? Do you like it?
I've never tried it.
You've never. Do you like it? No. Okay. All right. So what about wachi? Do you know how to cook wachi? Yes. With the leaves and everything? A little bit.
My parents actually cooked it this morning.
They did? Okay. So, but you know how to cook it?
Yeah, I've seen.
Joellen.
I've watched them.
Okay. Joellen, you know how to cook wachi?
I see my mom doing it.
Okay.
But like.
Okay. That's all good. I'm glad that at least you know how to do something, right? I also want us to talk about anything you are talented with or gifted with. See, we all go to school, formal learning. We go to school, we learn formally, and then we learn, a career, or we learn about something we want to do, professionally. All right. Along the line too, sometimes you are also gifted with things that you can either do with your hands, or something that you are gifted with that, you take it and you can do it on the side. It's always encouraging to also have something that you can do on the side, aside your profession or your career, because it helps. Like if my daughter wanted to go do their hair, and I am free and I'm not working, if I know how to do the hair braid or whatever, I'll do it for them, right? The day that I'm working and I don't want to do it, I'll go and pay for somebody professional to do it for her. Some of those things. So you can learn something like, a little trade along the line. So is there anything that you do or you like along the line? Some people can even play the instruments, but they will also teach other people, and then they'll get something from it, It's rewarding. Whatever you love doing, you like doing, sharing or fixing is rewarding. So, is there anything that you think you want to learn alongside your school or your career?
I like makeup a lot, if that counts.
Okay.
It's something that I practice. Sometimes. So yeah, if that counts.
So you like making up, doing makeup, beautician.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I come, you'll be able to help me one of these days, so that you can paint my face and all that. So it's good. So if that's what you love doing alongside your schooling, you also keep up with it, because you can develop it to a greater extent for it to be beneficial to you and others. Sometimes it can even be something on the side that helps you too, right? Okay, that's good. Julia, let's hear you. Is there something that you are gifted or you are talented with that you like to also do to add to your career, or
I like doing like multiple things at a time. I think I could call myself a multitasker. I like doing, like, when I'm doing one thing, I would also want to do another thing so I could get it done, you know? Because a lot of people, like, they'll have one job and it's like a lot of people get bored with the things they're doing. And it's like, when you know you're good in another thing, you know that you actually have a chance at being great at it, like even making it a job. And yeah, like I just like doing more than one thing.
Which is very good. And I agree with you. You know, it's always good that you can do other things, you know, in addition to one thing that you know or you do. You know, say you have your career, you have your profession, you have this, you have that. It's good. Hold on to it. Do it with all your heart. Do it very well. Then also maybe you are probably good at something. You didn't say about a specific thing that you can also do. You didn't say, like, for me, I learned a little bit about hair. You know, so if if my daughter was like, oh, mommy, do you want to tie this for me or whatever, I could do that. Something that you are talented with that you could do. You haven't mentioned it. She mentioned makeup. All right, makeup, you know, beautician, maybe nail polishing and other things, which she can do for herself, maybe for her mom, and her mom will be able to say, okay, take this $10 here and there, you know, right, as you grow up, you know. Is there something that you feel like you are talented with that you could do? Some people like sewing, some people like crocheting, anything aside just, you know, the classroom work.
Like you said, like doing hair. I used to like my cousin, so like when I would sometimes sleep over her house, and she didn't know what to do with her hair in the morning, I would help her do something with her hair in the morning, and then she would go to school, and I just like generally just doing my natural hair. Yeah. So
you like her dressing or doing something with the hair. It's good. So keep it up, so that at some point you'll be able to do your own and do some for others too. And it's something that keeps you, you know, maybe if you said you wanted to be say a banker or whatever, or a lawyer in the future, and you are, you know, you do the office thing and everything, you come home, you are free, and you do whatever little thing you are also happy doing to also complement it. It gives you the joy, right? And it also releases your mind of some other things that are probably stressful, you know, and then you can digress and do something a little bit on the side and then come back to this and that. It's all good. So I'm only saying that it's good to identify the talents you have, the things that you are good at or you could learn, you know, to enhance whatever you want to do as your career. The schooling we are making sure we are pursuing our careers, because I want to see each one of you climb up the academic ladder and do very well, very, very well, the top. If we're going to talk about the people who are very good in your class or your grade or your school year, when you are graduating, I want you to be one of the good people at the top. All right, that's what I'm encouraging you. So your studies, you're going to take your studies very seriously, learn very well and hard, and make sure that the aim you want to achieve is right there. You're going to be able to achieve it. Joellen, tell us something on the side, aside your normal classroom routine or your profession that you'll be pursuing in your career. Is there anything that you are talented with that you can do with your hands, or, you know, anything that you can help with yourself or others with?
Yes.
Okay.
I play at church. I play 4 instruments.
You play instruments, okay.
Yeah, I play the guitar, I play the piano.
Oh, wow. You are the one that I am looking for. I'm trying to learn the piano and the guitar. So I think, yeah. Oh, man, now I found you. I'm going to add that to the things I'm learning on the side too, right?
Okay.
Because yeah.
I also play bass guitar and I also play saxophone.
Wow.
And I like playing with my mom's hair. I like doing her hair.
Wow.
Like sometimes when she's like not doing anything, I just I just play with her hair, start doing her hair. I even help her braid her hair.
Yeah. You think you are playing with the hair, but in actual fact, you are learning how to do hair. But it's informal, but it's also good because it's something that you are going to acquire that is going to help you in the future. See, you grow up, you also have your own kids, and maybe you're going to help them with that skill, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. And I also love music very much. So if you are also going to play the instruments, it means that you're going to be able to play for somebody to enjoy it, right? And if I brought my kids to come and learn, or if I came to learn it myself, then I could say, oh, here, take this for helping me learn it. That is the reason why we have to get something on the side so that we can do to help ourselves, you know, each other and all that. You don't always have to do it for money, but you can do it also from a whole heart for somebody to benefit from it, you know. Just like I'm going to come to you for the makeup thing. Right?
Oh, I have more.
You have more. Yes, go ahead. What do you have?
I also like to knit. I also like to make people laugh.
Oh.
Sometimes on purpose, sometimes on accident.
Oh, okay. So you help us release our stress and our tension.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we will need you more.
Yeah. I also want to do makeup, and then I also want to do nails.
Okay.
Yeah, when I get the equipment, I'll try to do my mom's nails.
Good.
Or practice hands.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Very good. That's how we learn. We start gradually with the people at home with us, and then gradually we build on it. Before we know, we can do it ourselves, and we can even do it for people in a very nice way. And then that will be to our credit, and that will be something that we enjoy doing. You know, we love doing it, and so we do it with our whole heart. Okay. And so in addition to our schooling and our education, that is the only thing I'm going to add to it is find something that you like doing. Learn something little bit that, you know, crocheting, knitting, sewing, anything that you want to find yourself doing, you know, fixing hair, beauty, nails. You are doing that just on the side, a little bit of that in addition to your main thing you are learning in school. So the main thing we are doing is pursuing our career in school, you know, your professional thing that you want to do in school that you are pursuing your career for. That is our number one goal. So that one, I'm going to hold you guys to it. I'm going to be asking you how you doing in school, how are the grades going, you know, the ones that you're not doing too well, how are you pulling up, you know, how are you pulling up with them, how you making it to the top of the class so that you're going to be part of the top people, you know. We need that because I want you guys to graduate high school, graduate college, and then see you doing your profession and everything. I'm going to be there. I'm going to cheer you on, you know, and we're going to have fun. All right. And so that's one thing I want you to do. So now we got three things going on. We got to go check how much we weigh, right? We're going to know our weight so that we know that when we are doing the exercise and we are burning calories and we are losing weight, we know that we're doing the right thing. Okay, if we are not doing it, we are just maintaining our weight, we know that, or we need to do something more. Okay, and then we are going to study very hard to pursue our career. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Whatever, you can do it. And age is not going to be a limit, right? You're going to be able to pursue it. You know, the most important thing is you achieve it at the end of it, you know, your school time. You're going to be able to make it. And then you're going to also, you know, learn something little on the side as you go on. Anything that your fingers or your hands can find doing, which is like, you know, a gift, you know, gifted with it on the side, you're going to do it to be able to help yourself and others, right? All right. We are on the same page.
It was you.
We are almost done. We are just rounding up. I have water. It's in that. Take water.
On that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, hey, Adumo, Yami, Adum, Mentina, Metiasi, and Yawadum, Tinamiwo. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace.
Good Samaritan family living where the chamoha and the man on the end of my betinahano. Enti no munche omo apoma ya de papa.
Your loving kindness, grace and mercy.
And they be one way aduane wa hase bi ma ye kontom rest bi ma che boflo to de obi anchi bi but muti oni nkwan kate kwan no jole na no ne de wa hase ela ye na ayi ye friend is anwamo na we so ye ne bayre nti ne ye ma no omo sua ne ma pa de omo betumi aye ene ne omo ntumi nyina ne ye hye mo nkwan so omo nsua ne nyina nka
Without you, Papa, your loving kindness and grace and mercy brought me through.
All right. Ye share no baby ye nti pese ma no e ka a little bit of a word of encouragement show mo wa bonten omon sesofo no omon tipenfo no mo wa bonten no omon ka a little bit of a word and show mo na obi on person ma no high bia na some omon ma no, you know, anybody they want to cheer out there too and so eda ho enti mesha se e free Ella, you want to say something to your colleagues out there or a shout out to anybody out there?
I'm just gonna say that to everybody who's moving on to a new grade, or anyone who's like going to high school, I'm proud, and we should keep being strong over the pandemic, and it will soon pass over.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. You want to say any shout out to anybody out there? Oh, hi.
Shout out to I'll shout out to my friend Nyla. She's in Ghana right now.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll shout out to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Hi, Nyla.
Hey.
All right. Okay. Let's go, Julia. What do you want to leave with your friends out there who are listening?
I want to tell people out there that I wanted to tell the people out there that even though this year has been really hard, we should still try our best to make it through all the struggles that have been going on.
Yes.
And that's really all.
Anybody you want to shout out to out there? Your parents?
Oh, well,
your family?
I give a shout out to my family, my cousins.
Okay, tell them. Say it louder, tell them.
Oh, I give a shout out to my parents and all my cousins and my brother.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to us. We are so proud that you joined us. There are some on Facebook too. We say hi to all of you. Thank you for being partners with us and for cheering us on. Thank you. All right, Joellen, what do you want to say to your colleagues out there who are also in school? And then anybody you want to say a shout out to or cheer on?
Okay. I would like to say that anything is possible if you put your mind to it and to let God be your guide.
Okay.
And for the shout out, I would like to shout out all my family members, all of my cousins, all of my aunties and uncles. And I would like to shout out my auntie Adwene.
Okay.
I know she's watching this.
Yes.
And my auntie Mildred and all the aunties that I forgot to mention.
Okay.
And I would also like to thank you for having me on your show.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. That's so sweet. Thank you for coming too. I'm so grateful to you guys that you are always there when we need you to hear from you, and you are also always willing to come and share with us. I'm so appreciative of you. I love you. I appreciate you. I pray for you. Anything that is a need that you would want, don't hesitate to reach out to me, because I'm all there for you guys. Okay, I'm all there for you. Anything from education, from career, from hobby, from anything. Okay, even if you want a special food, you ask me. If I know how to prepare it, I'm going to prepare it for you. Not the difficult ones, but the easy ones. All right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. God bless you for being here with us, and I've really enjoyed you. I always enjoy when I have you guys with me. That's what I love to do. And so we thank God that he's been able to help us to, you know, come to the end of this program. Ebusiafo amwa bonten ho ene ema na wie ene ene o makasa unse pandemic ni mu ne ene mo ba betwetwe nkomo nyame adom pandemic yi so ekọ fam kakra no na e wo se ene mo ba ene o beti o ma no asem sene a omusi esi boa esi kosro ene sene a omopane o ma ye o ma gyen so mbeje ti nyame adom o ma be kan ye ho ene o modi nkomo ba ko ne mienu ya fa ba kakra efrim enti se matie ya ebusuafo yeda mase se mo be kan ye ho ne ye sa program yi enti se mo te se nwumi yi ba ye na ye kramo ai nyame enka ye ho nyame ya adom a na wotwe se ne ye ma na emo no in 2 weeks no ye beba megidi ye say in 2 weeks no ye be treat asthma yare entechewa yare aha enti no munya aso na muntie na muntwen for next 2 weeks ya kramo ye da mase a omaya de hye ye da mase.
It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you, my soldier on that battle.